I've had my Square Golf launch monitor for a little over 6 months now, and I can still remember the day this baby came in the mail. I was so excited to be able to use my own clubs and a real ball to play some simulated golf. But then the Square Golf guys, well, they threw me a curveball. They included this guy, the swing stick. It sat in this box for the last 6 months, so I'm finally deciding to take it out and see what it's all about. Is it just a gimmick, or is it a useful tool for your golf game? Let's check it out. Welcome to the Polo One Golf Club. I'm Jack. Well, here it is, the Square Golf swing stick. It's got some good heft to it, feels about the weight of an average golf club, but here's the thing. It's only 2 feet long, and that could create some issues later on down the line that we will discuss. Obviously, much shorter than any golf club. But before we get into all of that, let's do a quick setup with this thing. All right, after you've turned your Square Golf launch monitor on and connected it through Bluetooth to your device, then it's a little bit different with ball placement. Even though you're not hitting a ball, you do use it as reference, and that goes straight in front of the unit about 15 inches out. All right, we got the Square Golf launch monitor software up and running. It used to be you would simply go to settings and switch a setting to play with the swing stick. Well, since then, they have changed that. Now when you go to settings, you'll click it on there and there's nothing about the swing stick at all. So you get out of there and you go to My Account. From there, you have to go to edit your bag. And if you haven't made a bag yet, you need to do that specifically to use the swing stick. It's not really intuitive, but you go to driver and you change that to swing stick, and then so on and so forth through literally every club in your bag that you plan on using. And I find this to be a little bit cumbersome and not too intuitive. Once you change your entire bag over to swing stick, or at least the clubs you want to use with the swing stick, then you can save your bag. You click it here and give it a name. In this case, I'm going to call it the swing stick bag. All right, now that we have the bag set up, we need to go to a game. We're going to start with closest to the pin and check out this swing stick. All right, we're starting at 45 yards out. It shows you how to put the swing stick down there in the bottom left corner. Once it disappears, you are ready to go. I love the little click noise that it makes. I almost dunked that in there. While this is not super realistic, it is a lot of fun. And if you had someone at your golf simulator that doesn't play golf, doesn't know much about it, this is a perfect way to get them involved because it's a lot of fun and they'll feel like a real golfer. Okay, this thing made me feel like a hero on the closest to the pin game. What about the driving range? Let's see how close this is to my normal stats. Yeah, I couldn't hit it that straight if my life depended on it. But man, that is a nice drive. I mean, if you want to play a full simulated round of golf, and we're going to play a hole with this thing, you do need to putt, and it allows you to do that. This, I think, is going to be the hardest thing to get a feel for. 15 feet out. Let's see how I do here. Okay, not too bad. What do you say we go to the course? Well, we played closest to the pin, and that certainly boosted my ego. The driving range gave me great confidence, and I even sunk that 15-foot putt. So let's put it all together and play a little real course golf with Pine Grove Country Club. And we're going to play one hole. It starts out here with a par 5, so this will give us a little bit of everything. All right, it's a decent drive. Right down Broadway. And I'm in the fairway. I do feel like the swing stick has my distances right on the drive. On my second shot on this par 4, I've got my 3 hybrid. Felt like a good strike. Let's see if we can get a little GIR action here. Do I have enough? Felt a little short. No, it's going to be in. Get in the hole. Oh, baby. All right, if I get a birdie using the swing stick on my first hole, that would be something else, especially with how negative I was really going into this review. Oh, I missed it. Oh, but you know what? I'll take the par. Much to my surprise, I had a blast using the swing stick in Square Golf. But you know, there's so much more to play if you have GSPro. So is it compatible with that? Let's check it out. When your connector software loads up, you simply hit Settings, then go to Swing Stick, and you are ready to go. All right, because I played so well with the Square Golf software, we're going to go right into a match, and I've decided I want to play my home course, and that is Yankee Trace. All right, I'm skeptical to see if this will work, but let's give it a try. I guess we come up and address it the same way. Ooh, it's green. So, well, now the green went away. Oh, it works. All right, and a good drive at that. I see, it goes green and then white, then you hit. Felt pretty good. Get in there. Oh! All right, around these parts they call Yankee Trace, Yankee Straight. I'm just going right at it. Got it. I mean, I'll take a par on that first hole at Yankee Trace. Perhaps the best part about the swing stick is that it makes your Square Golf launch monitor portable. You can play in your living room, your bedroom, take it with you on vacation to play in a hotel room, or bring it over to family and friends' houses for a night of golf. Also, you can play on your iPad or your iPhone and then just stream it to your TV. Now, I will tell you, my Square Golf launch monitor had a hard time picking up the ball against my white carpet, so I put a little putting strip down. You may have to adjust as well. One more plus, I saw a YouTube video recently about a guy using his swing stick because he had just had surgery and couldn't use his driver. That's also a huge plus that I had never thought of. Okay, is this my new favorite thing? Living room golf? Ooh, it just might be. All right, I got to admit, I'm kind of regretting keeping this thing in the box for the last half the year. It's actually a lot of fun. I like this swing stick after playing with it, and I'll tell you, today was the first time I ever got it out and played with it to great success. Now, I will warn against a few of the negatives. Number one, this thing is only 2 feet long. I told you about that earlier. That can mess up your real-life swing in a number of different ways just because of the length of the club. I know this because I used to play VR golf and had a swing stick to make that more realistic. And every time I played extended rounds with the VR golf and this swing stick, it caused problems in my real swing, and it took a little bit to get it back. So I would guard against that. But for people coming over who don't play a lot of golf and just want to get in your simulator or in your living room for a round of golf, you cannot beat the swing stick for that. So I was wrong. It's a nice addition, and I thought I would end this review by talking about how I wish it was just an accessory for 75, 80 bucks or something, but I'm glad they included it with the package because once you get into it, it's certainly a fun time. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to the Pole in One Golf Club, and I will see you next time on the Tee Box.